15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Race 9A, left over from yesterday, because they wanted to sail in the big Sunday morning wind. February 18th, 2024. Day 3 of Death by Sailing. So the fleet takes off to the far shore, light wind. Poor man's steady cam, piece of pipe. John Rogers in the house, supporting his brother, the other half of Rogers Racing. Down there, shoot some video. Take a day off coaching. John's a formidable RC sailor himself, but also does a lot of youth coaching here down in San Diego. Working around the clock. As we keep heading upwind here, as I stroll up to my westerly position point here at San Diego Mile Yacht Pond. Apologize ahead of time for the names, boats, and everything else I screw up. All the other dribble that comes out of my mouth, but trying to make the videos happen here. As Gary Bowl in the orange 71 Britpop comes up. Tony Gonzalez in the Jeff Byerly design Mirage 131 yellow Rockstar on the water. First time sailing a boat. Tony's doing well with it. As Gary tacks on a starboard. Oh my gosh, a boat on starboard going into the windward mark? What is happening in the San Diego pond? It's like Tony Gonzalez in 131, Mark Gollison in the 55. Follow Gary around praying for lift. As Gary squeaks around the weather mark, Tony gets above him, says, "Eat my dirty air, Gary." As we head up to the offset, Gary's still around first, a little puff comes through, Tony in second. As we head downwind, Gollison in the 55, followed by his V11 teammate in the 54. One sail number apart, both green boats, both V11s. One from the East Coast, one from the West Coast. As we head downwind. Sears with a pit stop here. Looks like now Formula One pit stop. Jim's must be experiencing some tuning problems as we're off the races here in A Fleet. Sun's out today. Yesterday it was cloudy all day. Thought I was in Washington. Might have to bust out the sunglasses soon. Lose my hoodie. As we head downwind. As we check back in with our leaders, looks like Tony has inched in front of Gary Bowl for the first spot. Gary gets a puff. Just wanted to make a liar out of me as I go down to negotiate leeward gates. Negotiate leeward gates, is that a rhyme? As Gary and Tony elect to go to the outside mark. A little more pressure over there. The water's pretty glassy on the inside. Looks like Tony must have nicked the mark. Has to do a penalty turn. Does his penalty turn quickly. That is a skill. These good guys barely lose any room. Looks like Mark also nipped the mark. Does his penalty turn. Got Craig Mackey and 29 boat. Dennis Rogers in the 4-3 boat. We're also chasing up the outside. Jess Atkinson. The road less traveled goes the inside, along with Stefan Cohen, hoping for some favorable shifts, help them gain some spots. Looks like the inside angle worked pretty good as it puts Jess in the 56 orange V9 into second, third, maybe? At least third, maybe second. Although Tony tacks on to starboard, Gary tacks on to starboard as we head upwind, although Gary's moving a little slow as the wind fills here on a leisurely day sail. Gary Winton back and forth, Mark Galson in fifth, followed by Stefan Cohen in the 2-8 boat, Miami Vice. Dennis Rogers in the 4-3 boat, Britpop. Craig Mackey in the 2-9, loves that other shore. Been there all weekend long, but doing well. As Mark drops anchor, drinking beer with the crew. Oh, they're moving again. As they try to chase down our leaders, let's reposition.
I felt that way on the first leg for me.
NFL pays millions of dollars for a cable system. RC Sailing gets an old man in flip-flops. All right, well, we missed all the drama. It looks like Jess figured out a way by Gary, and the fast orange boats are fast race. Jess Atkins in the 5-6. Screaming up the shoreline. Gary tacks over, get a better angle. Just ran out of lake. Tony the 131. Jeff Byerly design, Mirage Rockstar. Rockets into first place. Even after a penalty turn for hitting the mark. Yellow boats are fast. Orange boat, our second fastest. As Jess gets around the windward mark at second, Gary Bull, the 71 boat, third. Looks like Gary Winton has moved his way up into fourth, followed by Mark Galson, 5-5 boat, in fifth, followed by Dennis Rogers in sixth. So that's quite a pedigreed pack of sixth place. Their mark grounding. Got Jack Kingston, the 162 boat, in 7th place. Doing well. I think Jack tried to play I'm a beginner card earlier this weekend, but I beg to differ, as he spent most of his time here in A Fleet. Jack's local, San Diego, originally from Ireland. I didn't get where in Ireland, but there are two types of people in this world: the Irish and everybody who wished they were Irish. As we head around, Craig Mackey and the 2.9 Britpop heads around and for the offset. Let's check in on the leaders. Oh no, little Jimmy Shears, a man with a dream and a borrowed boat, having problems. Does a pit stop, found the eelgrass, planted there by Jess Atkinson just to slow him down. Trying to
Good job, Jim.
Thanks, Jeff.
Yes, wow, look at this downwind. Talking some NASCAR. They are 4 wide. 4 wide going into turn 4. As I think Tony was at the windward mark first. He's still in first, heading right for the middle of the gates. Tony, a very strategic sailor, so don't try to out-strategize him, or he will read you chapter and verse of the rule book on why you were wrong. But Tony Gonzalez, 131 boat, Jess Atkins, 5.6 orange boat, V9. You can actually buy a V12 now, Jess, or you can just tell people it's a V12. They might not notice. As we head down to the leeward gates. Like everybody's eyeballing that outer gate. Tony there first, just follow in line. Tony hits the mark for the second time. Gonna have to do a penalty turn, unfortunately. Tries to do it right away. You're supposed to do those as soon as possible and try not to ruin other people's races while you do it, but Tony masterfully executes his penalty turn and barely loses any boat lengths. So still right on Jess Atkins' hip, 5.6 orange boat, as Gary Bowl, never count me out, in his Britpop 71 coming up, followed by Dennis Rogers in the 43. San Diego. Oh, little collision there between Gary Winton and Stefan Cohen. Not sure what's going on, but a little upwind downwind interaction as Jess Atkins leading the parade in the 5.6 boat. Second place, Tony Gonzalez, 131. Third place, let's give it to Mark Gallison in the 55 boat. Dennis Rogers in the 4.3 boat, followed by 5th place, Gary Bull. I'm a snow skier now in the 71 boat, and Gary Winton on the outside in the 5.4 boat. Let's move to my other spot.
131.
I was pleased to just follow you.
Yeah. No. It's just like it's twice ahead. It seems.
I know. So you did
Just-
2 360s
Yeah.
and still got second.
Yeah.
So
Never give up.
your mask does.
It was
your
a
mask
nice.
still
It
does.
was a really nice. Well, they made a smart move because once you saw me bearing off, you packed. So
4-3.
5-4. Do it at 360 behind you rather than in front of you.
7-1.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Looks like 7th place here between Craig and Jack. Oh boy.
Two 9. 1-9.
Not so much luck, but just, I mean, I went
1-6-2.
yeah, understood.
Back up.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, Sunday B Fleet race. Starting. Let's see which B Fleet race it is. Race 10.
Our count is cash to carry.
Good, now that 121 bucks Alright, Sunday B Fleet race. Some crashing going on over there. Like Jim Sears on the outside in the 1-3 boat. Jim works outside in the Sedici. Weed free this race. Seems to be going a little faster for Jim. The 1-3 boat. Michelle Rohr attacks over the top of him. Jim keeps going, fearless on the shoreline. Screaming port tackers. It's like Roy Langbird, the 7-0 boat, trying to do it right on starboard, looks a little low, praying for lift. Praying for lift, and Roy gets it. Clean living by Roy. Down the offset mark first, followed by Stefan Cohen. Must have had a mishap in his last race, ended up in B Fleet, followed by Baron Bremer in the 8-1 boat. Bruce Anderson out of Idaho in the 1-6 Britpop. Nick Allen in the 8-7 white Britpop.
Have an overlap now.
John asking for room.
Give room to 2. Gotta give room to 2.
Nobody giving an inch in this group. Some synchronized sailing around that mark as we head back downwind. As we reposition. Enjoy the shaky cam footage. It's my specialty. Got all the best equipment duct taped together. Bring you these flawlessly produced videos. Batman Flip Flop Productions. As Roy Langboard checks out, got to the windward mark first. Little separation. Boys are just looking for top 4. So John Hamale is in the 5th position. Be looking to take out one of these top 4 guys. As I man my post next to the post, keep people from walking into it. We head down toward leeward gates. It's like Roy's eyeballing that inside gate. Doing some little extra distance for fun. And decides to go for the inside. Get to navigate some traffic back upwind. And Bremer in the 8-1 boat right behind Roy. In the 7-0 boat. Stefan Cohen breaks to the outside. Let's see who pays. Miami Vice boat 2-8. Don't count out Jimmy Shears, little boy with a dream, the borrowed boat, and the 1-3 Sedici. Looking for a sponsorship. The only Sedici here this weekend. Hoping to do well. Had some weed in the last race, bumped him down to here. So pretty good for Jim's first IOM outing. So Stefan works in 4th place. Not sure if that outside paid. Maybe he made up some ground on the outside. Stefan seems to make up ground wherever he goes. Sailing well this weekend. Top of the leaderboard. Head back upwind, Roy tacks on one of the many headers, not headers, headers here. So a lot of indecision. Sometimes guys fake themselves out. So we head back up to the finish line on our 1-lap races today. See how this battle for 4th place turns out. Guys in striking distance. Roy is checked out. Checked out, coming in. Never mind, 2-lap races. What am I thinking? Roy Langford to the windward mark first. Looks like Miami Vice 2-8. Stefan Cohen being second. John Amaze worked his way into 3rd. A lot of starboard tackers, but they're stalling. Jim Sear sneaks ahead of him on port. Hopefully he makes it. No squawking. Jimmy clears them just by a little bit. Be 3rd around the windward mark. Nice job, Jim. John and Bruce go around. Cordial mark rounding. As we head back downwind for the 2nd time, got Roy Langford in 7-0 boat. Stefan Cohen, Jim Shears, boy with a dream, the 1-3 boat, and oh my gosh, 3 go lined up there for that 4th spot. Oh, as Baron Bremer hits the start-finish line, unlucky there for Baron. Rifle soon back to the 6th. Roy checking out on a big puff. So now Roy's got things handled. Unless he runs into weed or some other nefarious sailing tactics. The rest of the fleet trying to chase him down. Alright. Roy is around the windward mark first. The rest of the fleet just over the halfway point. As we head downwind, Stefan in the 2-8 boat in second. Boy with a Dream, Jimmy Sears 1-3 in fourth place. Michelle Rohr giving him the business, and not going to give up that third spot. Bruce Anderson in the mix there in the red 1-6 boat. Baron Bremer bumped the mark on the way down. It's in there. Nick Allen snuck up in the 8-7 boat. Chris Sullivan, you don't count him out either, in the 6-2 boat. 6-2 Britpop. Lots of Britpops here this weekend. So Stefan around in second, Michelle Rohr in third, Jim Shears in fourth. Let's check in on Roy. Roy is way up there. Came all the way from New York. They're going to let him win a race. Keep him happy. Stefan in second. But really, just top four in this B fleet is what you want. As the boys come back upwind, spread across the full width of the lake. Stefan leading the charge, trying to cover everybody. As we head on up, as Roy finishes, nice finish, Roy. Now the battle for second, third, and fourth to bump up. HMS. If you're familiar with HMS, it's like a big reach to the finish line. Boy with a Dream is on the wrong tack. It's back on starboard tack. Streaking to the line. All right, Stefan Cohen looks like he's held on to second. Our shifting breeze, trying to decide, can I lay it, can I not lay it? A lot of decisions go through your head upwind here. Tack's on to port. 2-8 will be in for second.
2-8.
Michelle Rohr in the 1-9 boat for third.
1-9.
I don't know what happened.
That wasn't a race.
It looks like Nick Allen will bump up, being A-fleeter, to ruin
8-7.
Jimmy Sears' dream, keeping him in B fleet.
1-3.
1-3 boat.
1-6.
Jason Brooks in the
0-6.
06 boat. Did some A-fleet time yesterday.
0-2.
John O'Malley, the 0-2.
1-6-2.
Kingston, Chris Sullivan.
6-2.
Followed up by Baron Bremer.
8-1.
20 seconds. 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All clear.
Race 10, A-fleet. Off to the races. Gary Bull, starboard end of the line, tacks immediately to port. Back onto starboard as we head west. San Diego. Stefan and Gary working the right side. Everybody else working the left. Gary going back, getting in contact with the fleet. Craig Mackey leads the charge. Old Faithful, 1-9 Britpop. As we head up north, Craig's been sailing many years, many different classes. Our couple characters here in RC Sailing. As we take care of the pond, A fleet's still pretty tightly grouped together. As I meander up. Sorry for the stroll. Maybe I should have ran. Sometimes I forget. Let's try a different shot down by the water. Down by the water line. Yeah, let's check back in. Looks like Craig Mackey in the 2.9 boat. The 2.9, the white Britpop. Steep angle, coming in on port, looking for a hole. Stefan Cohen, Miami Vice, Crockett Tubbs. Gonna shut that port nonsense down. Like late starboard tack to make it around the windward mark first, followed by Craig Mackey in the 2.9, Tony Gonzalez 131, and the Rockstar Jeff Byerly design, all bunched up. I can't even try to call that one. But a rules discussion going on. Got the power boaters out here today. So we head back downwind. Better get my flip-flops and moving. Hold on. Oh wait. Reposition. Head downwind. It's a Jess Atkins fan club. There they are. Corky, Corky, Corky. This is Jess's wife and dog. Jess trained his dog to bite other sailors if they are in front of him. As we head downwind, and I lose everybody in my small, teeny tiny viewfinder. Bought a nice new viewfinder, forgot the cable. I'm a little bummed about that. Maybe next time. As Craig Mackey gets a locals puff, since he lives closer than Stefan, aka Crockett or Tubbs, whichever one you want to do, in the Miami Vice 2.8 boat. 2.8, 2.9, they're going in reverse order. Craig goes outside, Stefan goes inside. Let's see where they cross. Jess Atkins in third place in the 5.6 boat. Some discussion about room and 4 boat lengths. Those at home, 4 boat lengths in the IOM is about the length of a minivan. So if you're looking for a good visual on what 4 boat lengths is, think of a minivan. Think of my priceless 340,000 mile Chrysler Town and Country, still going strong with a big power steering leak. Craig a little further outside. Stefan seems to have found his own wind all over this lake all weekend. Sailing a little higher in the middle of the lake. Hard to see your boat over there. I don't know how Craig stays on the wind, but these guys are good. Come on out, Gary. No telltales. Mr. Bowl directed traffic as we head back upwind. Second time on the move. Alright, made it for the Huff and Puff. Oh, how many times I've run up and down this beach. But looks like pretty close here at this windward mark. Got Jess tacking on the starboard first. Threading the needle nicely. I struggle to keep people in frame.
7-1's going to be requesting room. Thank you.
That was Gary Bull in the 7-1 boat, followed by Michelle Rohr. The 1-9 K2, Gary Winton in the 5-4. The 11, Roy Langford 7-0, checked out in the B Fleet race. Fighting the fight here in the A Fleet. As things get a little more stretched out, got Stefan, Jess, Captain Mackey, Tony Gonzalez, Gary Bowl, Michelle Rohr are in the lead. Ben Reeve still at his post, writing down numbers, taking pictures. All right, so Stefan Cohen making it down the downwind leg first. Some extra special speed this weekend. Tony Gonzalez representing Jeff Byerly. Mirage, Rockstar. Place your orders now. Jeff builds a great boat. Tony likes to take the sailboats that other people don't, so it's kind of cool to see it mixed up versus everybody just buying what the fast guys did, like I did. All right, back to Stefan Cohen in the lead, the 2-8 boat. Jess Atkins, 5-6 boat. Craig Mackey, who was once in the lead, Captain Mack, the 2-9 boat, tacks away from shore. We haven't seen that happen a lot this weekend. Craig loves the shore over there. Tony Gonzalez in 4th, maybe 3rd. There Craig goes back to the shore, or back straight up the pipe. It's like Gary Bull in the 7-1 boat in 5th. If I can count to 5, sometimes I struggle to get the mind-mouth connection strong as possible, so it isn't always good. And then another pack of boats, Michelle Rohr, 1-9, Roy Langford, 7-0, Gary Winton, 5-4, Dennis Rogers, 4-3.
No?
Yep, finished. There we go.
2-8.
Miami Vice, 2-8, first place, Stefan Cohen. Jess Atkins,
5-6.
5-6, the V9,
1-3-1.
second. Tony Gonzalez, 3rd. Captain Mack holding on to 4th.
2-9. 7-1.
5th, Gary Bull, 7-1.
told you. See what I told you? Gave it to me. I did not give you the shit. I wanted to
Gary Winton sailing high and
5-4.
fast, the 5-4.
1-9. 7-0.
This is, we have to walk back. These folks pull their boat out of the water. This is Gary, Jess, and Stefan.
That's a really pretty orange boat.
V9.
Race 11. Heat
20 seconds.
78. 63 Pro 78.
15 seconds.
Race 11C as they line up
10,
on the start line.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Recall 168. 168.
And we're off.
Let's do it again.
Hey, there's no laughing. It's serious business.
No crying or laughing.
We're filled in here. Chris from Australia in a commanding second place for the first 25% of the leg. Sorting out some boat issues in the Adriatic, I think it's called, 99. Might be part of the vintage class, but Chris, a new IOM sailor. He's got a DF95, now he's got an IOM. Seems to be DF95 is a gateway drug to IOMs. So we head upwind.
I think we got a bug.
It's on the horse. Let's give you a little different perspective. Let's go all the way to the danger, no swimming sign. As we watch these guys negotiate the windward mark. It's like Baron Bremer out of Florida in the 81 boat. The Iolith, a 3D printed boat at the beginning of this Sea Fleet. Followed by Jerry Warren Brower, pride of Lake Stevens, Washington, drove down, hitchhiked Greyhound bus to be here and race as he navigates the bark. Chris from Australia, from San Diego in the 99 boat. In third, 4-8, is Tom Warren. 162, whoa, an A-fleeter all the way down to sea is Jack Kingston, followed by Larry Grant, 68, his incognito boat. He's joined Greenpeace now. He's had enough with the Democrats. He's going green in the 6-8 boat. Oh, and Larry picks up a great mark rounding. A puff the inside rockets him into second/third place as Barron on his 3D plastic printed boat 81 screams down the middle of the lake, pond, saltwater, estuary, whatever you want to call this thing. As we head downwind for the first trip, let's relocate. Feel like one of those tour guides that hold up the little flags so everybody can find them, follow them. Len Bose, let's get a move on. Put some gas in that engine. San Diego Argonauts, wind flag, whatever you call that thing. As we come down, watch Barron and Jerry navigate the windward marks. I'm going to say Barron's going inside. Ooh, Jerry darts over to go inside with him. Barron pushes Jerry up a little, doesn't take the bait. Jerry's not going to fall for those schoolyard tactics or tricks. As you just need to be top 4 in this fleet to bump up. So Baron and Jerry are going to have to tack off the shore fairly soon. Baron goes first in the 8-1 boat, Iolith, 3D printed. Buy them from Chuck LeMahieu at dragonsailing.net. But while those two have been goofing around on the inside, old Jack Kingston over there, hailing from Ireland, hailing from San Diego, has knuckily got his way into second place and a good heading up the lake. Kind of expect Baron to tack soon, but Baron's going to keep going, committed to that left-hand side. Jack committed to the right. No blinking here in the B fleet, top 4. Jerry Brower in 3rd. John Amale in the 02 in 4th. Chris Sullivan finds the pole. As we go back north. Close to the airport here in San Diego. Back to the action. Second lap now. Let's try that post-up spot again. It's going to be a good one. Let's see a little more. Boys come in position. Hey. Baron tacks on to starboard. The 8-1 boat. Jack Kingston. 162, stall a little bit, little indecision. Back onto starboard for most of the fleet. As Baron in the 8-1 gets there first. Jack might trying to be second. Sean Amale in the 02 boat. Fast Rabbit, I think I was calling him Mad Rabbit the other day. Right? Mad Rabbit, Fast Rabbit, whatever you want to call it. He designed it himself, so screw you guys that didn't. But that little maneuver rifled Jerry back to 4th place in the 4-2 boat. JWB, as we like to call him. As we head back downwind. Yow! Stepped on something hard. Lost my flip-flop somewhere. With my bare feet. Ow! Crunchy stuff. As we head down the beach. A little panorama. Some local wildlife. Checking out the show. Watching Baron just off to the races. Baron sailing. Unassisted, which is pretty good. Usually Baron has a helper because of his hearing loss, but and a very accomplished sailor, doing well. We post up near the post. Keep Chris from running into it. My glass leg, where are the boats, my small viewfinder. Baron Bremer still out front. So you might take this one wire to wire. And the 8-1 3D printed monstrosity. I see a barbecue getting rolled out. That means it's hot dog time. Haven't had one yet. Oh my gosh, look at this battle for second, third, and fourth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 boats probably in contention for that. For second, third, and fourth is going to be wild. Jerry makes it around first. Jack second. Baron's hopefully maybe checked out. Let's see where Jerry and Jack cross. Larry Grant, the 6-8 boat. right on Jerry's heels, but continues westward on a starboard tack. Jerry decides to get onto port.
No, I was going straight. You just turned up.
There you go, protest.
How was leeward going?
You learned others.
Contact alleged contact. No resolution.
Do a circle. No, I was leeward boat. Somebody needs to do a circle.
Uh-oh. He's
I came from behind, pointing toward the mark.
go in B Fleet. It's got to be B Fleet. Baron Bremer, wire to wire. And the 8-1, pretty live. Radiosailing.net. Buy one for Chuck. There's our race committee. Sun drunk, sunstroked, losing their minds, but they're still running
8-1.
things. Baron at first.
Very nice.
JWB doing his turn.
Four two.
Very late.
6-8. 107.
There, he knows the rules well.
162.
99.
02. 62. 99. 168. 48. 78. 06.
Up in B race. Get ready for the start. Try a little different angle for you. See a little more of the maneuvering. Who likes to post up? Who likes to come in hot and fast? News drone up overhead. Mark Carlson on the far end of the line. Jim Sears, boy of the dream, in a borrowed boat right behind him in a 1-3 boat.
Recall 5-5.
Mark Carlson over early in the far end of the line. Head upwind. Mark quickly circles back around and is on port first. A sail in his own clean air. One of those sailing tenants, as I call it. Probably go faster by yourself in clean air versus not. A little starboard love over there on the far side of the lake. Low visibility zone. As we head upwind for the first time. Crowd goes wild.
1-3, turn complete.
Living proof. Fat man and his bare feet is faster than an IOM, in case anyone of you was wondering. as we head upwind. I have no idea what you're seeing because I'm running, holding the camera on a stick that I found in the garage. That's how we roll here at Spend the Very Least Productions. As Michelle Rohr, the 1-9 boat, looks like he gets there first, sailing a K2. Baron Bremer, the 81 3D printed Goliath, fighting the mighty Britpop of Dennis Rogers in 4-3. Larry with his K2 got it moving a little more today in the 6-8 boat. Followed by Boy with a Dream, Jimmy Shears in a barred boat, just pushing Larry in the Sedici. Larry usually sails the Sedici. Chose the K2 since it was new. And the light conditions. Many of the folks say the K2 is not the boat for light air, but some of these guys are so good they could beat you with any boat. Anyways, back downwind. All right, back to the action. Michelle Rohr still out front. Baron Bremer in the 8-1 boat, gray 8-1 right behind him from Florida. Two East Coasters. Michelle, depending on when you catch him, from France or New Jersey. Followed by local boy Dennis Rogers in the 4-3 boat. All right, Jim Shears just taking his inside position to Larry Grant. Say, Larry, Mark, you guys go on the outside of the wheel. Take your medicine. Mark cutting it in tight. Larry, oh my gosh, what's going on down there? As we round the mark, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 boats on the inside, 3 on the outside. Michelle trying to cover the entire fleet, hold his position. Over Baron Bremer, he's going fast, pointing. He's on the outside there. 107, Dave Woodward in the Cantoon S, light air version of the K2. Light air version of the Cantoon from the Croatians. So we head back upwind. Shell puffs to cover Baron, or tacks to cover Perrin in that puff. Mark Galson, very late start, far end of the line. Fancy this, finds himself in 3rd place. As we head back upwind, Jim Shears has to tack for water on the beach. In front of Nick Allen, just minute crossing. Ouch. Wind, wow, shifting way south. Big south shift here. As we head up to the windward mark for the 2nd time. Shell, the 1-9, K2 on the weather mark first. Dennis Rogers, the white 4-3 Britpop, San Diego in 2nd. Baron Bremer of Florida in 3rd. So you got New Jersey, California, Florida, followed by another Californian, Long Beach. Mark Gollison now in 4th place in the 5.5. V11, Larry in his green K2. Follow there. 107, David Woodward in the Cantoon S. And our favorite underdog of the regatta, Jimmy Shears, boy with a dream and a borrowed boat. I'm going to use that line for all it's worth. So we head back downwind. All right, back in position. Michelle Rohr out in front. Aaron Bremmer's rifle back to 3rd. Dennis Rogers. Any tackle due from the 4-3 boat. Trying his main on each side of the mast, just to keep happy. Michelle's out front. Trying to pick a side. I say inside. So he's going to pick inside. This is B fleet, so top 4. There, Grant, that 5th position, trying to chase down Mark Gollison. That's no easy task. Michelle on the inside in the 1.9 boat. Dennis Rogers in the 4-3 boat. Following suit. Everybody going the inside. This big a little bit of a southerly shift. There's Mark Gollison around in 4th, looking for an excuse to tack. Straight up the pipe, Mark Gollison, bearing tacks. Dennis tacks. We got 1, 2, 3. Mark Gollison at 4. Let's see if Larry can break the green boat curse, the green piece. Tree Hugging Alliance, number 68 K2. That he brought to the Light Air Olympics here at the San Diego Model Yacht Pond. Dennis sneaks his way into 2nd place. Mark Gollison sneaks his way into 3rd. Barron in 4th. Then our favorite underdog, Jimmy Sears, boy with a dream, borrowed boat, in the 1-3, courtesy of Fred Roca Racing Stables. I think Freddie's got a model boat yard in his living room. Saying a little prayer. Craig Mackey left shift. As we head into the finish line, that means like Dennis Rogers gonna make it at 1st. The 4-3 boat. Barron on starboard, coming in hot.
5-5, 8-1, 1-9,
Oh,
1-3.
bridesmaid, never the bride spot. Our Cinderella story.
Could have been worse.
Jimmy Sears in the borrowed
8-7.
boat.
1-6-2, 6-8, 1-0-7. Thank you, gentlemen.
All right, let's do a Gary Bowl clinic. I think it's 11A. Gary likes to hold station. Not where he usually likes to be at 40 seconds. A little closer in line than usual. Gary's one of the best at holding station. Shell roar mark. Start anywhere on the line, in my experience. And win a race. Big puff comes along, angled line. South shifting wind.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I assume all clear, because we didn't hear anything. The assumptive start of the A fleet. Gary immediately tacks on a port. Take advantage of that southerly wind. Everybody else follows suit.
Harvard. Okay.
Sorry absolves all fouls. Jess is doing his penalty turn as he gave Stefan, Miami Vice boat, a little love tap. Little synchronized sailing between Mark and Gary. Gary Gary came in second place in the 5K fun run this morning because I was the only one who showed up.
Yeah, that Northwest humor never gets me.
But at least I beat somebody in something this weekend. We like to call it verbal diarrhea. As we head up the beach, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide here in this NASCAR race.
Yeah, I would say that would be the first round. I think I've got to go, Dennis. Sorry, in 3, 2, 1, and let's back
Everybody.
Come up. I'm going to continue to come up. Still coming up, up.
Gary squeaks through. Mark and Tony banging around behind him. I think they make it cleanly. Who am I to judge? I'm just a lowly D fleet videographer. As the A fleet, Gary Bull in the 7-1 boat first, Mark Gollison in second, the 5-5, Tony Gonzalez in the Rockstar 131 in third, followed by Dennis Rogers in fourth. Maybe Baron Bremer in the 8-1 in fifth. As we head back downwind, it's just running. Food break for our PRO. Crowd going wild, talking sailing. Girls are here, cheering their boys on. John from the right coast, lost in the left coast. He doesn't know what to do with these damn Californians. Alright, I'll get my usual spot at a metal pole. Keep the head bonking from happening. Well, nothing's changed. Gary Bull, 7-1, British Racing Orange. New color of the Brad Gibson Design Studio. Tony Gonzalez in the Rockstar in the machete shape. Not a machete shape, looks like an axe. That bow looks like an axe, gonna cut right through you. Yellow 131 boat going the outside, Gary going inside. If I can keep track of them, we'll see where we cross. That's a lot of this shifty wind. Guys end up on the same tack, so we don't see a lot of crossing. Oh no. Alright, Gary Bull tacks onto starboard to cover the entire fleet. Captain Mackey on the outside in the 2-9 boat. He affectionately likes to call Tabasco. Sneaky Mark Gollison, the 5-5, just wearing you down. Death by 10,000 cuts. That's how Mark does it. Start anywhere on the line and still beat you, Gollison. That's what I like to call him. So Mark works the middle. As the sailors head upwind for the second time. Mark, like I said, you got to watch him. Looks like he's challenging Gary for first, but they're 3 wide. Between Mark and the 5-5, Gary and the 7-1, Tony Gonzalez and the 1-3-1, Dennis Rogers and the 4-3 and distant fourth. As I take my bare feet, my tender bare feet, run for it. Can see I'm running away. Tony and Gary mix it up here. Gary open for some lift. Oh no.
You gotta start attacking, then he stopped attacking.
Southern California boys question each other's sailing decisions. That's what we most do as sailors. As the leaders, stay the leaders. What happened to Mark Gollison? Shifted back and forth. Orange 71 boat at Gary Bull, Sun Valley, Idaho, professional snow ski guide out here sailing his boats in Southern California. Tony Gonzalez, self-proclaimed not expert of the world, and the Yellow Rock Star from Jeff Byerly, heading downwind. Looks like he's got into first. Let's run. Maybe I shouldn't have ate that hot dog now that I'm running. If you hear any throw up noises, might be me and that hot dog. As the skippers skip on down. Looks like Tony Gonzalez in the Rockstar, Yellow Rockstar 131 boat has dethroned Gary from first place. Dennis Rogers in second. Gary gonna have nothing to do with that. Gonna push Dennis for the repass. As they're all eyeballing that outer mark, but nobody wants to be the outside of the wheel. Looks like Dennis has overlap. Gary's got to let him go. Tony first, Dennis second, Gary third. Gary trying to just backside that buoy. They attack quickly underneath Dennis and Tony as they run back upwind. Sorry, I'm watching the race. Sometimes the viewfinder starts looking at its own things. My teeny tiny viewfinder. My 2016 Panasonic. So, got four guys on the near shore. We got Craig Mackey and Garen Winton on a leisurely day sail on the far side. Tony tacks to cover Mark.
Watch it. Hey, watch it, Tony.
What?
Well, you won't sail down on me.
Come up all you want.
I don't want you to foul me. I'm trying to
I
help
did
you.
not foul you, buddy.
I do too, but I'm just trying to help you.
All right, brotherly love in the A Fleet. Help me, help you, is what Mark Gollison says. Jerry Maguire quote there for all you youngsters in the crowd. As we head back upwind to the finish, I'll look for a break to sprint through the sailors. Sprint at my age is not very fast, but you know, gotta play the hand we're dealt. As the big southerly wind is here. As we head up to the finish. Gary Bowl, extreme skier out of Sun Valley, Idaho, in first.
7-1.
Mark Jerry Maguire
5-5.
Gollison in second.
1-3-1. 4-3.
Help me, help you.
5-4. 8-1. 2-9.
You had the courage up here to let us run. Come up in inside. I just picked up the
5-6.
get to lift it.
I do. Right.
All right, back to D Fleet here.
2-8.
The boats are posted.
50 seconds.
Nice 12-3 C. May or may not be an extra boat out there. Or you should count the board over there. Sea Fleet. And they're off. Sea Fleet race. I think I just showed you the board a minute ago.
Run with me, Dan.
I don't know how much run I got left in me, Ben. I might have the run soon. Different kind of run. Picked the wrong week to start jogging. Jason Brooks exploring the far side of the lake successfully. This fleet is tight, looking 7 or 8 wide. Larry has to duck and starboard boat. Who knows what you're seeing? As I get to my westerly position. Whew. All right, made it. Made it. Let's see what's going on out here. Jerry Brower attacking on the beach on starboard, no flinch. Jerry in the 4-2 red sailed gray boats, but Jason in the 06 boat, green, looking in good position here on starboard. Gonna have to make another tack to get there. We got Len Bowes finally getting his K2 warmed up after 3 days of tuning. Made it into Sea Fleet here. Jason tries to muster some speed to get around. Sailing lessons given. Jerry Brower out front on the far right side of the course. 42 K2 boat. Followed by Larry Grant, another K2 boat. Followed by Chris Sullivan way on the inside in the 6-2 boat. Let's zoom out and run. Zoom out and run. As we head downwind. As they're 4 wide, anybody's race in the leeward gates. So Len Bowes looks for that 4th position to bump up. Jerry Brower on the outside, big wind on the freeway. Probably eyeballing that outside leeward gate. Once I post up with a post. One of the hazards of the pond here. Jerry and Larry, 1 and 2. Larry in the 683 boat. Jerry in the 42 gray boat. Says he's only here to keep his personal sail number. IOM fleet runs a tight ship. You can buy a personal sail number for 3 years for $50, I think. Not sure. Jerry goes inside. Gil goes inside. Chris from Australia goes outside. Oh, I said that all backwards. Larry's on the inside. Jerry's on the outside. Let's see where the crossing takes place in the Larry and Jerry show. Larry in the Greenpeace K2 hot off the Croatian assembly line. Looks like Jerry's ahead by a little bit, but only top 4 works. Jerry clear ahead, but some little joking going on amongst the 1st and 2nd place. Chris Sullivan in 3rd. 4th place is a 3-man shootout at the moment, so we'll see who can fight the fight, bump up out of this fleet. Fight the power, I think that's a song. NWA. Let me get ahead of these guys. It's the only way I get ahead, for sure. Sounds like slow boatitis. Re-rig my pop. As we come up to the 2nd time to windward mark. Long course today. Almost using the whole pond. I don't know if we've ever used the whole pond. Let's post up as Jerry comes in on port. Larry's tacks to starboard to get ahead of Jerry, forcing the duck. Chris Sullivan forcing Jerry to tack, which is also slow. Probably pushed Jerry back to 3rd place at this mark rounding. As Larry comes in 1st. The revamped K2 went through a metamorphosis overnight, super secret speed tuning. Got Larry faster today. Chris Sullivan, the 6-2 boat in 2nd. Jerry Warren Brower, or JWB.
Don't do it, 99. Leave attack.
Some aggressive sailing by Chris Davidson. To review the film on it. Happened so fast I can't even keep track. But he might have shot the thread the needle despite the warnings of his competitors. Sometimes when you're on a mission it's hard to pull back. So we head back downwind. One more trip on the grass. Some boys head downwind. Where's my color commentator when I need him?
There's in the lead.
Yeah, as Jim said, Larry's in the lead.
Come on, Gil, keep the pedal down.
The 6'8" boat. Local fans pushing on Gil Jansky in the yellow 41 boat. As Larry rounds the inside first. Chris Sullivan gonna follow suit in second because you just need top 4 out of this race. Gil following the coaching advice from the shore, keeping the pedal down on our throttleless boats. He's got inside on Chris. Chris is kind of being aggressive on Gil, but 4 boat lengths. Remember, folks, size of a minivan. 4 boat lengths is the length of a minivan. Ask me how I know. I measured. As Gil looks like got some separation taking place. We got Larry Grant 6'8" first. We got Chris Sullivan in the 62 boat second. Jerry Brower in third, hanging on that bump up spot, Jerry, but you got 3 guys battling for 4th right behind you. The 99, the 41, and the 198. Lenny Bowes, the K2. Gil Jansky, 41, Psalm Tam, and 99, Chris Davidson, the Adriatic. New IOM, new old IOM for Chris. Figuring it out this weekend. Best way to do it, do a multi-day regatta. You will find every weakness you have. Got David Woodard in the 107 boat. Cantoon S. Screaming away. John Amale in the 02 and the Fast Rabbit. As we head back up. Oh, there he is. Oh boy, I'm missing Larry's finish. Sorry, folks. It's like Larry in first. Chris Sullivan in second.
6-2.
Looks like Jerry Brower in third.
4-2.
Gil Jansky for 4th, maybe?
4-1-9-9. 107. 168.
Yeah, Larry.
0-2.
Super tuning makes a difference, but it's our little secret. I won't tell. Jason
0-6.
Brooks, Pat Nevitt,
5-3.
former Phantom pilot, fighter pilot, I believe. Jerry Brower, nice job bumping up.
GCB.
What?
GCB.
Okay.
But nice move on the first round there.
It's 12B. B for boy. B for almost stay. 12B. Jimmy Sears, borrowed boat. Sedici from the 1-3 on the far side. Gonna need to tack soon. And he does. I get hung up as sometimes you starboard board, you force your position. It's doesn't pay. Force your competitors to make quick decisions. Sometimes they make the wrong one, and you both suffer. Over there. As the fleet comes up to the 100 mark. Contact. Cinderella story, Jim Shears. And the Rent-A-Ride, 1-3 Sedici. In the middle of the fleet, Royal Langboard. And the 7-0 on starboard, forcing his agenda on the port tackers. As Gil and the 41's praying for lift. Praying for lift. Gil's on his knees for some lift. Don't make me tack again, he says to the sailing gods. Can I please make it around this mark? And he shoots it, luffs it, momentum, makes it. But Jess Atkins uses that as an opportunity to close the gap. Jerry Warren Brower in the 4th place boat, the 4-2, 5th place, Nick Aiken, 6. Chris Sullivan, Dan put the boats in the middle of the frame. Sorry, folks, got excited watching the real thing instead of the little teeny tiny screen. And poor Jim Sears, our Cinderella story, early collision at the back of the line. So we head back downwind. Got Gil Jansky and the Somtam rocketing off the front. Gil, a local Argonaut member, offers to tune all his competitors' boats for them. None of them took him up on the offer. Gil is stretching out as the fans put the pressure on Gil, as I do some deep breathing, yoga meditation. Orange boats at the front. We got Dr. Jess Atkins, 2nd place in the 5-6 boat, the V9. Jerry Warren Brower trying to compete with Stefan Cohen from the Miami Vice boat with pink hatch covers. Jerry in the 4-2 boat from the great state of Washington. That is Washington on the Pacific side. As we head down.
Stefan,
What do you want to do? Where do you have to
I want to
paddle?
go straight. I want to go where I want to go. I got more speed going to the left. Drive over.
Two starboard boats arguing about who's got rights, but I think Nick's right on that one. He's the leeward boat, but now Nick's on port, or no, Nick's on starboard. Nick was on port before. Ah, jeez. I'll have to review that. Review that on the film later. As Gil Jansky just takes off to the races. 1st place, there's Gil. 2nd might be Jerry or Jess. We'll see where they cross as they come together. Looks like Jess is squeaking ahead. The 156 V9. Because I gave him an honorary doctor title. Doctor of Sales, because Jess makes his own sales. So Ian Vickers makes a boat, Jess makes the sales, and they go fast together. Skills checked out in the Somtam. Jerry fighting for an A-Fleet berth. But he's going to have to fight with Jim Sears, Ron, Roy Langboard, Larry Grant, Chris Sullivan. Jerry's got his fight cut out for him. Jerry enforces the starboard rights. Back up. Ow! Jansky up here for the second time. I'm stopping short this time. Skill makes it to the windward mark first. Jess. I'm zoomed in too close. Coming in second. Jimmy Shears clawing his way back into third. Nice job, Jim, from earlier altercation on the South Shore with a guy from New Jersey. Is that ironic? You run into South Shore problems with a guy from New Jersey. As
Alright, keep it up, keep it up. You scared them all off.
as we try to shoot film straight into the sun, 8 minutes into the race. And back downwind. Boy with a Dream. Jimmy Sears out there, the borrowed boat. And 1-3, he's tearing it up. Third place. We got some other folks. So it looks like Jerry's in fourth. There's Grant. It's K2 Brotherhood. This takes over fourth. Ruining Jerry's dreams, bumping up. It's not over yet, folks. We're like 2, 4, 6, 8 boats battling for the for that last spot. It'd be exciting here. It'd be exciting. See who pops up today. Oh, done jogging. Down to leeward mark, Gill, Somtam Love, wire to wire.
Just as safe as I am.
Jess Atkins in second. Jim Sears in third. Go, Jim. As he turns that Sedici around. Hopefully the boat's going downwind, we'll avoid him. He's going to tack soon, off the shore. Larry goes to the outside. That'll be Jim's third and fourth boats. The competition. Jim's doing good. Jim's covering. Third, Larry Grant, the 6'8" boat. Fourth, Jerry, JWB, looking for a ticket to the A fleet. Got to pass one boat to do it, but Chris Sullivan, Michelle Rohr, Roy Long.
I didn't see it, so I don't know who's who, but someone has to do a turn.
6-8. Alright, let's get on the move. Hey, this is the finish. It's gotta be finished. Go, Jim, go. Alright, the top 4 gets a ticket to the A fleet. Mr. Gil Jansky, wire to wire. Jess Atkins, 5'6". Maybe, yeah, in second. Jim Sears, a boy with a dream, a borrowed boat.
Play another day.
Ticket to A fleet. And for the last bump up spot, it's going to be tight.
How was that for?
Larry. Oh no, Chris gets the lift.
1-9.
Oh.
6-8.
Well, at least you let 2 pass you, Larry, so you don't feel so bad.
7-0. 4-2. 8-7.
Nick Allen there. Last A fleet race Sunday.
Bill, that's a tough place to be.
February
62,
18th.
leeward boat.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're off. Last A fleet race of the day. As I run to set my chips down. Let the burritos.
Bob Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, Bob Williams, the hot dog king. Hey, Bob!
Here it is, folks.
Copy.
Last A fleet race of the day. My lens got, well, thought it had dirt on it. Alright, let me get up here. See if I can pass Chris from Australia. Passing him on land, not on the water.
You're gonna come amidship? I don't think so.
Alright, boys make their way up the pond. Jess and Gary talking tacking strategy. Whether they want to go through, around each other. Jesus, I'm missing like the whole leg coming up here. Lots of decisions of shooting these videos. Most of them I make are wrong. You guys can tell me how to do them right. Gary Bull navigates the start-finish line on port. Not Jess Atkins, everybody on port. Mr. Mark Jollison, the 5'5". Tacks first. Gary doing some advanced sailing techniques. These guys better pull up because Gary's going to park. Jimmy's just keep clear of boat.
The stuff is so much gold.
43, 43, stay up.
And then the area is Cinderella story. Wire to wire in the B fleet. Tough start for Gil in the A fleet. We got caught over the line. Gonna go around. Let's see if Gil can make up some boats. As Mr. Gollison, national champ in the past, is in first place, but Gary Bull.
Got him right where you want him, Gil. Yeah, I know. This is where I'm used to starting.
Baron Bremer,
Finally
7-1.
got clear air.
It's always clear at the back. Gil's trying out some new sailing techniques. Gil's trying out some new sailing techniques. He's got nobody he can foul in the back.
That's right.
Oh no, they'll be coming up.
No pressure.
You can foul the whole fleet in one leg here, if you really put your mind to it. All right, Dan, you're walking a little slow. I'm gonna pick up the pace. Running out of gas. 3-day regatta. No shoes. Old man. Post up on the post. Ouch. Just in time to watch Mark Galson around the inside leeward mark. Second place. Oh, Gary's on the outside of the wheel. Got Barron. No, Gary. Ahead of everybody. Fooled me. Here in the 7-1 boat, second place. Barron and Jess, third and fourth. Jimmy borrowed both Sears. Looking for a sponsorship from Team Sedici. Fifth, I believe. Followed by some other fast skippers. Number 5-4, Mr. Winton out of Florida in the 5-4 boat. Jess Atkins, formerly Monterey, now Oceanside. Going up the middle, it's Mr. Galson. Works the inside right in front of me. To cover the fleet on starboard. Mark knows how to play the odds. Got Gary Bowl, 71 boat, second. Baron Bremer, 81 in third. Jess Atkins in fourth. Boy with a dream, Jim Sears, 1-3 boat. Fifth, Jimmy doing good. It was a fleet race. Figured the boat out all weekend long. Great sailor, Jim Sears. Finally figuring it out for the last race of the day. But actually Jim spent a lot of time in B and A fleet this weekend. Tony Gonzalez sneaking up the middle on the 131 Yellow Rock Star, Jeff Byerly designed. Mirage boats, Mirage yachts, Mirage something. And Gary Winton in the K2. Sponsored by himself. Like most of us. Head back upwind. Galson still looks to be at first. Tacks on starboard. Forces everybody to stay below him. Praying for lift. Mr. Galson's praying for it. He might get it. He might get it. Gary did this last time. Oh. Little tack to squirt across. No harm, no foul. Marking 5-5 first. 7-1 boat. Gary Bowl second. Baron Bremer, number 81, out of Florida in third. Jim Sears giving Dennis a friendly as Dennis comes in and tacks underneath them. Avoids Dennis. Dennis sneaks into fourth place with that. Chris Sullivan, aggressive on the turn. Gets inside of Jim, also taking off fast to the left. Jim going to the right. Let's see who's going to get powered up. Jess Atkins in the 5-6. And Tony Gonzalez in the double-headed hatchet boat called the Rock Star. 131, yellow. All right, back down.
That was one of the years I decided to race it.
Got 2 more trips in me. And then I can put the camera away. Hopefully, Mark Galson checks out. Not quite checking out, but 3 boats checking out. unless all these other roads catch up, which is a definite possibility. Sun came out today, wind came out. Mostly happy skippers. As Mark goes inside, Gary goes inside. In second, Baron goes inside. In third, these guys playing the odds, staying together, hoping for a mistake. Sometimes you can be aggressive and be the hero, or you can be a zero. So everybody's sticking with Mark's lead. As Mark tacks up the inside. In our last leg upwind, Gary Bold 7-1 in second. Baron Bremer 8-1 third. Dennis Rogers from San Diego in fourth. Jess Atkins in fifth. Jim Sears in sixth. Pushing that Tsudishi for all it's worth. But it's a bar boat. Ride it hard, hang it up wet. Look out, coming through, Chris. Last time, Mick. All right, we watch some match racing here. It's Gary and Mark. Fight for first.
I'd like to do my own blast rules and hold my own holes and things, and just everything just crosses that line. That's what we tried to do in these class, so people could actually develop and produce.
It's Mark on starboard. Gary might make it. Mark finds a super puff.
7-1.
Ooh! Oh, Gary gets him at the end.
Sorry, dude. That was good sailing.
Pretty lucky.
I thought to myself, the whole thought is, I was going to try to attack and defend, but we're just going to hope there's more velocity.
Baron Bremer 8-1 at third. Jess Atkins in fourth.
There was a rumor down at
Dennis
the other
Rogers.
end that was the last race.
4-3. 1-3, 6-2.
Yes. Way to go, Jimmy.
1-3-1.
Good sailing, guys.
All right. The battle continues. Gil Jansky
He might have actually worked.
just beating up on these poor guys. Gil throws in the last tack.
4-1. 2-9.
That's the
5-4.
race.
All righty, gentlemen.